Hello, everyone. I'm Ruby, and I started the Ruby Savings channel. In that channel, it's all about saving money, about finding resources in your community that you can use to help yourself as well as help others. Sometimes, because people know that I like to receive free things such as clothing, sometimes furniture, and other different things like food that I can take and use. Well, a lot of people do know that I have been with a community outreach for 16 years. The church that I belong to, I actually found this lady, Minister Davis, to be the owner of Total Restoration, Total Transformation Outreach Center. So what I did was I was so excited about finding about this outreach because I've always had the heart to help others and want to get my hands dirty with blessing others. I just feel like it's just so important to go out there and talk to other people, say encouraging things to other people that can bless them. And the biggest blessing of all, you think you're blessing them, but you're blessing yourself. It feels good to say something to another human being because you know the things that you go through in your life, and you know that there have been times that you needed to say encouraging words and needed to hear those encouraging words, and those words were not there. And that you, no matter what you're going through, that even though that you're feeling lowly at their time, there is someone a lot worse off than you. So it was always important to me to be thankful and to ask God to let me see what's around me and to see, hey, it could be a whole lot worse than what it is. So through this outreach, I have worked the streets. I've talked to prostitutes. I've talked to a lot of homeless people, people who own drugs. There was an incident where we were doing an outreach, and usually doing our outreach, what we do is Minister Davis always offers the word of God first. Then you're able to be fed. There are resources to take food with you. Majority of the time, we have that food to take for to offer to take with them, and there's clothing, and there are other different types of resources that we offer. This particular time, there was a lady that came, and she was so hungry, and she ate and ate, but she ended up sitting down on the side of the street, and I should say on the grass where the street was close to the street. And I went over to talk to her, and she was telling me that her boyfriend was abusing her. She needed to get away. She was so hungry. She had nowhere to stay. I mean, this here just breaks my heart to hear to some of the things that human beings like myself have to go through. So I went back and I told Minister Davis, and she was able to get that lady to a shelter that evening. We never knew what became of that lady anymore, but oftentimes I think about her. And then there's little children that we go to different apartment complexes and other low income places, not just low income, but destitute income places. And it's like we come through and we put hope in the mothers, hope in the fathers. There's resources. The children learn about who Jesus is. They learn about all different kinds of resources, encouragement, schooling. Now, Minister Davis has it where she has been doing this for about 21, 22 years, as she has a building where we go, not as much myself during the summertime because I do summer school, and she on the weekends she has a an outreach where ladies from the church and other people volunteer, go and help the children to read and other things that they can do to help better themselves, equip themselves to be able to cope with the world and to be confident in themselves. Reading is so important. So that is something that she does. And sometimes I help out, but most of the time during the summer, that's one thing that I don't help a lot with, because during the school I work with autistic children, and after summer school I just want a break. I have my grandchildren and I will put that time and effort into them. Okay, then the next thing is um myself, I have always love to save money. I believe you can have what the next person have. If one person may have a Mercedes, you may not can have that Mercedes, but you might be able to have you a Toyota. The point of it is you both have transportation, and you be thankful for what you have. That person may be able to afford a big bill. You might be able to afford to go on and get your car and pay your car off and have something to ride. But pride comes in the way of some people, and they overextend their income by trying to afford things that they can't afford. And that's just not me. I've been through situations before where I was not as frugal with my money and did not take care, or sometimes I was overstretched with the things that I had to do, trying to figure out how I was going to pay it, and it put me in a bad position. But as time went on and I got older, I found myself taking better care of my resources, and I like to like I have a 403b with my job. I like to save. I like to save tangible money so that if I need something or if my children need something, and your credit is so important as well. So those are three avenues that I work on every day to continuously make sure that I have myself in a good place. No, I don't have a very high financial income, but what I do have, I'm able to live off of. I take good care of the resources that I have. Now, I can afford to go to the grocery store and buy food. Okay, I can afford to go to the regular stores and go shopping. From time to time, I will buy things that I like and spend regular price on it. But that's not a very regular pattern for me, because I believe we can enjoy some of the things that we like and want out of life, but we do not have to every time you turn around. I don't find it necessary trying to afford this, trying to afford. No, if if you get a bonus, if you save, if there's something that's also, yes, from time to time, but that's not to me unless you really make good money to just go out there and buy something new every time, or get the biggest name brand, this, that, and the other. That's not necessary for me. There are times that we all come against a nice group of money, a nice, well, I could say group of money or whatever the correct word is, but we come against some money and we say, okay, let's make sure we got this paid first. I always pay a bill first, put some back, and then do something for yourself that you desire. Because I don't believe that we're put here on this earth just to see all of these nice things and never have them. But I do believe that we need to have a strategy with it. Offer some to God, well, give some to God, save some, pay some bills, and then go back. You have your family. I also put not only just family, but other people and God all in the same situation, because when you are blessing God by giving back to your church, you're blessing others. When you are taking money and you're helping someone pay a bill or buy clothes or buy food, you still are blessing God. You are helping others. And then go back and do something for yourself that you really want to do, that otherwise, if this money was not there, you would not be able to do it. So I found myself learning about goodwill outlet by one day I was going to work. I was on my way back to school and I needed some shoes. And I was raised, I think, Was I raising a family? No, I wasn't raising a family. But during the summertime, when the, summer school is out, money is quite thin, and I have to be very careful on how I budget. So I went to the Goodwill. I found these really nice, I think they were Agner flats or something, very nice shoes for like 9, $10. Very nice quality shoes. And so I started going there and picking up little things. I had already been one of the people who liked the garage sale and stuff like that. But going to the Goodwill, I just didn't. Well, then one day after I had been going there for several months, right next door to it was this at the same area where they have these blue bins. And in those blue bins, at that time, whatever you pick out was 99 cents a pound. And I started doing that. And then I started selling on eBay. And sometimes I've actually been able to give people brand new gifts out of the stuff that I get that were brand new. Then I learned about this place called, I see, no, before Goodwill, I believe I learned about Savers. And that's where I learned about one of my favorite brands. It's called Cache Witch. That store is no longer, if I'm in my area, not available, but I believe you can still go online. So I started learning about high end stuff, and then I had got this Prada bag, and I kept it for a while, and I got rid of it. But I live near a mall called the Millennium Mall. And I went in there and I was starting to see all of these name brand things that I didn't know about that people had purchased and took back to the Goodwill. And that's how I started getting a lot of high end stuff. Okay. And then I would go to Macari and I got a Louis Vuitton from there. Then eventually I purchased myself a brand new Louis Vuitton. And so that's how I started learning about and using high end stuff. But majority of the stuff I get, I go to the Goodwill outlet and I will shop and see what I can pick up. But then I'll go over to the regular Goodwill and I'll find some stuff. And I'm telling you, they have some really, really nice material items, stuff for the house, not just clothing. I mean, they have so many different things. I've got the ice maker from there. I've got the book shelf from there. I've got plenty clothes, plenty shoes. I've furniture, some furniture furnishings, some I believe stuff for the bathroom. I've just gotten so much stuff, and when I put it all together, it looks really, really good in your house, or if you wear it, or if you give it as a gift. And some people say a gift, yes, because they have some stuff that is brand new, tags on, very nice. And I'm not going to leave it there if I pay $2 for it. No, I'm going to find somebody to give it to. So that's one avenue that I like to save. Then I've always liked to get free stuff, especially like, I mean, it's like some people like to gamble, some people like to sex, some people like to drug, some people just like to do different things. Well, my thing is getting free stuff, but when I get this stuff, I like to go back and say, bless other people too. When I get this stuff, like for instance, there's this place I go to, which you see many videos of it. They give away free bread. They may have chicken for like $2 a pack. Who can't use chicken? Who can't use vegetables? You go there, and sometimes the stuff is 50 cents a piece or what have you, and you go on and you get this stuff, and you go down the road, this neighbor, that neighbor, this neighbor here. I used to have one that had 5 children, and I will always bless her with lots of drinks and lots of like maybe sandwich meat and chicken and all different types of stuff that I get. So I don't just get the stuff for myself. I go back and I share with families. Then next, I that's the discount grocery store. Then the food pantry. There's one right up the street from my job. I ran across that because a coworker mentioned it to me one day. And most Fridays they're giving away food. You can either you can either sign up on Monday and pick up on Friday, or you can go up there and get in line, and they will give you food, and it's usually good stuff. Now, quite honestly, most of the food that I get, I give away, especially the meats. I eat chicken and turkey, and I'll eat some sandwich meat. Um, I'll eat steak here and there. From time to time, I'll eat pork. Now, I love myself some bacon now. Don't get that wrong. I don't have any problem with eating bacon, but it's the steaks and stuff like that. I just try not to eat much of that. I don't particularly care for it like I used to. That's why I'm not eating it. But there are some things I keep. So when you see me do my food pantries and discount stores. Most of the stuff in the discount store, well, all of that in the discount store, I keep for myself. There are some things that I will have purchased extra that I'll give to other people because the discount store for me is just like regular going grocery shopping. But when I go to the food pantries and I seek out to find other pantries so I can keep these great videos coming from you guys, majority of the stuff I give the meat away. I can't eat all of that stuff. It's not but me. And then there's not all of that stuff that I do care to eat. So I find families like the food that I just did. Today is June the 3rd. I have a neighbor that she's an ex-neighbor. I don't like the word ex. I have a former neighbor who has moved and we keep in contact. Now, right now, I can think of 5 to 6 packs of meat that I'm going to give to her. And she has a family that she'll take it and she'll cook it up for. Okay, and like I got lots of sweet potatoes. I'll share some of those, but my plan is to keep most of those for myself because I find like I like to eat French fries or little baked potatoes, but not a lot. I'll eat sweet potatoes more because they're more healthy for you. And I like sweet potatoes, but it's never been one of my favorite vegetables. But the older I get, I find myself wanting to take care of my health and stuff a bit more. So I will share that food that I get. And like if I get cases of food, sure, I'll go on and take it. And I'll give that back to the outreach ministry, or I'll go around to different families and I'll take that food and I will give that food to them. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do when it comes to the food. But no, I don't keep all the food I get. Will I go out searching like a hound dog to find something? Sure, no, will. Sure will. And I'll come back, see what I want, and I'll go back and I'll share the remaining of it. It helps me, excuse me, it helps me with my grocery bill. Like last month, I spent $223 on groceries. Okay. Plus, I got some of the free stuff that I take and use. So it all works together for good. And then at the same time, I'm able to bless somebody. There are people who working during the day or don't know of these resources that I can take the food and stuff and go back and share with them. Same thing with clothes. There's this place where I can get clothing for $1.50, which I brought my aunt some of these clothing, as well as I have bought myself a few pieces that Amazon donates these clothes. You can go back and purchase them as little as 99 cents to $1.50. So I take those and I will buy those. And like now I bought some for my aunt. I gave some to her. I have these cute little sundresses. They're long. They're more like a maxi dress and they're long. And I put them on as the dresses that I walk around in the house looking all cutified in those. And that's another way that I save money too. So it's so many ways that you can get out there and that you can save. And I give myself an allowance every week. Sometimes it's as little as $15 a week. I've had weeks where it's only $10 a week, but most of the time I try to give myself $20. My gas is filled. My bills are paid. My gas tank is filled. My food, my groceries are fine. I have my bills are paid, and I have the things that I need. So I don't really need any extra money in my pocket. But once a month, I may spend maybe $120, $125 on personal needs, such as getting my hair done. You see how pretty it is. I paid $60 for my hair, and then I like to get my nails done, and so I give back to myself. I got to keep myself going so that I can feel good about myself and do something for myself. I can't work and just pay bills. I can't work and just save money. I have to do something for myself. So I try to budget my money. the best I can. And there are some things that projects that I'm still working on that it takes a little time to do. Like for instance, I need a new refrigerator and I need a new stove. And I what I will do is I will go around and I will find places that sell them for a good price. For instance, there is this one company that I can actually go and get a stove and a refrigerator, and it'll take me 3 months to pay for it. It's not brand new, but these things are very nice. Trust me, if I have it, it is very nice. I'm not going to get junk. It's not necessary to get junk. I'm worth more than junk, but it doesn't have to be brand new. Since I have a warranty that I pay, I think $60 a month for, it covers my air conditioners, my stoves, my refrigerator, my plumbing, so the washer. So if something happened to it, guess what? I can call them and they fix it, or they'll give me an entire brand new one. So that's another way that I use to save money by getting secondhand things. Will I buy new things? Like my kitchen is 100% new. Yes, I will buy and I will do new things. But if I can get something cheap or cheaper or that's nice, not just anything, but nice things to save money, then I will. And let me see what else I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. Um, let me see what else. I told you about Amazon. You know about the food pantry. You know about the discount grocery stores. Um, Giving. It's very important to give and to bless other people. You know, everybody is not going, you're going to see my hand because I'm holding this. I don't have my tripod, but it's very important to bless and to help other people. Everybody does not have the avenues and have the gift that I have to go out to look for things and buy things. And so sometimes I believe God puts things right there in my path because he knows that I have the heart to love and to give and to share. And then I can go back and bless other people. And in turn, those things come back around and I am also blessed. I live a good life. I can go places that I want to go. I can buy things that I want to, but it's all about being frugal. I have been in the point where I live in that overextended my income. A lot of American do. I mean, America do. You look online and you see, oh, this is happening. Oh, they got this. Oh, I want to go there. It's so much tangible things that people feel that I have to have. If you look, a lot of the foreign people that come over here, they live within their means. They work together, they build up together for them to go to educate, to get education, to get jobs, to help raise families. And America, we have it so extremely good. We take advantage of that. And we overextend ourselves because our eyes get bigger than our wallets. And then we find ourselves being broke down and stressed. I've been there, I've done that. And I continue to always try to keep myself out of that, out of that pattern. That's not a good pattern of life to live. But this is Ruby, and I've been doing this channel for I think this is going into my 4th year, and I'm really enjoying doing my saving, doing my shopping. Oh, and doing my YouTube channel because I'm forming all types of relationships. Then the last thing that I want to tell you, Walmart. Um, I like to do the Walmart grocery store pickup, and then sometimes I'll go in there and coupon. Publix is my best place for couponing. They got a lot of buy one get one free, and when I say buy one get one free, they are true to their buy one get one free majority of the time, because I can shop anywhere. But it's all about the sales. It's all about if you got a coupon to go with it. Like for instance, speaking of coupons, I have a certain person that I buy my coupons from, or rather, I have a couple of people that I buy my coupons from. And then I'll go back and say, okay, the body wash is buy one get one free, and I can get $1 off of each. Well, by the time I get finished, I'd have paid $1.22 for each one of those. Okay, and then I'll come back and I'll make me a stockpile. I have children. They can come through. They can shop. They can get what they want. Or once a month, I give everybody a laundry detergent. And depending on what the stock of the tissue looks like, they will get tissues and body wash. But like right now during the summertime, I cut down on that because I don't do as much couponing, because even though I save money with couponing, it takes money to go out there and the coupon. But sometimes there are some items that you just cannot pass up, so I try to live very, try to live very frugal, in that aspect. And then like I say, couponing is something that really started me on my way with savings. You get so many things for couponing. My son asked me one day, he was downstairs, Ma, do you have a coupon for a cell phone? No, I don't. But if I did, I will let you use it. But if you are a senior, or if you get EBT or Medicaid, there's a program out there where they'll pay $30 a month towards your cell phone. So there's always avenues, but you have to be willing to get out there to find these things to be able to save. And let me see what else. I don't walk around and look like I'm poor. I don't walk around and look like I'm destitute, because I'm not. I walk around and I hold my head up high and thank God that I am not a prideful person, and I don't mind going out getting stuff. Now, if there's someone ahead of me, or there's an organization giving stuff and I really know it's for people who really, really need it, I won't bother with that. But what I will is those things is open to everybody. I will go and I will purchase those things. Sometimes I'll buy things for other people and I'll get things for myself. But overall, I am a saver. I like to take money and put money away so I can have some. And I don't have a lot of money, but I take care of the money that I do have. And that's the most important thing. And I have been blessed by God, because I always do my hand like this here. You see this hand right here? I live a whole lot better than what this hand has in it, because it's not me, it's who I serve that gives me the things that I need. He supplies my health and my strength so I can go to work every day, and he'll open up doors for me to be able to say, wow, I could never afford that, but God makes a way for me to be able to afford things, and he helps me to take care of what I have. And I am ever thankful to God, because God said that he will supply each and every one of your needs. God said, go back and bless others. So when I get paid, it is important for me to pay my tithes. It is important for me to give. It's important for me to bless others. And I am very thankful to God that he has given me this heart to be that way. And I'm very thankful to God that I have the thrill in my spirit to go out and shop and find and get a lot of things that I normally would not get. Like right now, a few things I will tell you. I have a pair of cherry blossom uh, Louis Vuitton shoes. Those shoes might be about 12 years old. I have a Louis Vuitton purse. The first one I ever bought, I think it was $167 from Akari. I have, I just gave away the stole, the mink stole, but I have a big coat that I got for $6 at Goodwill. The lining is pulled out of it, but I can take it down to the place where they repair it. And that coat itself was about $7,000 when I, was trying to compare prices for it. So see, I got a lot of nice things and didn't have to pay that lot of nice money. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed listening me talk to you today, and just spending some time with you away, besides just showing things to you. But I want to always encourage you through my videos to think good of yourself, and to pray to God on your knees, just in your car, wherever you are, to ask him to forgive you of your sins, and to recognize that if it not been for the sacrifice that Jesus made, that this life would be destitute. you can look around and see all of these negative things that are happening, all of these things that are happening. The word of God has forewarned us about each and every one of these, and he gave us a way out through his sacrifice of his son. And though we're not going to be perfect, because Miss Ruby is not perfect by no means, but I know who is, and he forgives me of my sin. And I ask him, God, help me. I failed today, help me. I fell again, help me. Always ask God to help you in your life to become the best person you are. I will say pride kills us. Don't be a prideful person. Say that you're sorry. Don't be a prideful person. Make sure that you're doing the right thing by your life. I think pride is one of the number one killers in this world when it comes to emotionally and mentally. You know, we can't do this world by ourselves. We can't do this life by ourselves. It is God. And though some you see people say, oh, well, they live so good that they don't serve God, God reigns on the just and the unjust. And if you decide that you have the skills to go out do to do a higher paying job or do different levels of jobs, of course it's going to yield you more. But what is it that you gain everything on this earth and you lose your life? So if God has allowed you to have this gift and bless you in your gift, add to that gift to be the 100% and serve him. So we should be mindful of things that we say, and I have to work on that every day. And I have to work on myself and say, God, show me who I am. Forgive me of some things that I have done and continue to work in my life. But guys, thank you so much for coming along with me. If you would leave some comments with me, and I thank everybody for who has come along and seen this video through to the end. God bless everybody. Keep on saving. You are worthy because God did not make any mistakes, and you are his love. He is your hope and strength. Make some strategies. No matter how hard it gets, don't give up. Ask God to spread his son's blood over your life, over the door of your home, and to give you the health and the strength and put your mind in the right place, which is on Jesus. Be focused. You can do it. Have a beautiful day.